Imagine a world long before our own, bathed in the golden light of a younger sun. The air is thick, warm, and alive with the buzzing of ancient insects and the calls of strange creatures. The land is a tapestry of lush jungles and vast plains, untouched by humans. But it's the sky that truly commands our attention, a kingdom ruled by magnificent flying reptiles. These are the pterosaurs, the first vertebrates to conquer the air, painting the heavens with their colossal wings. Some flit through the canopy like oversized bats. Others are giants soaring on thermal updrafts. They are not birds nor dinosaurs, but a unique branch of life's grand tree. For millions of years, they were the undisputed masters of the sky, their cries echoing across the primeval landscape. They soared over seas, hunted in forests, and nested on windswept cliffs. The sky was their highway and sanctuary. Every sunrise brought new opportunities. Every sunset, new dangers. Among this diversity, two giants stood apart: the coastal Pteranodon and the inland titan Quetzalcoatlus. One, a swift fisher with a crown-like crest. The other, a creature so large it redefined flight. Though they lived in different worlds, the story of the prehistoric sky is, in many ways, their story. A tale of two rulers destined for an epic confrontation. Along the shores of the western interior seaway, Pteranodon reigned. With a wingspan over 20 feet, it was built for a life by the sea. Its long, slender wings let it glide for hours, scanning the waves for fish. Spotting prey, it would dive like a living spear, snatching fish in its pointed beak. A pouch at its beak's base held its catch, much like a modern pelican. The males boasted enormous, blade-like crests, brilliant displays for attracting mates and steering in flight. Pteranodon colonies gathered on rocky islands and cliffs, safe from land predators. Here they nested, raised young, and filled the air with sharp calls. For millions of years, this was their world's salt spray, endless horizons, and the constant sound of waves. Perfectly at home, they were the spear-toothed sovereigns of the sea. Masters of the coastal winds, they ruled the shoreline skies. Far inland, a different monarch ruled, the giant Quetzalcoatlus. Named after an Aztec god, it stood as tall as a giraffe, with a wingspan rivaling a small airplane. This was the largest flying animal ever to exist. Unlike Pteranodon, Quetzalcoatlus was a terrestrial stalker, hunting from the ground up. It strode across the plains on all fours, its long neck scanning for prey. With a powerful leap, it vaulted into the sky, soaring for miles on thermal updrafts. It hunted small dinosaurs and land animals, snatching them with its enormous, sharp beak. A solitary, elusive giant, it inspired terror in all below. Quetzalcoatlus was the apex predator of its ecosystem, a true feathered serpent god. For ages, Pteranodon and Quetzalcoatlus kept to their own realms, coast and inland, but the late Cretaceous was a time of change. Droughts, storms, and shifting seasons forced creatures to wander. A desperate Quetzalcoatlus, driven by hunger, might journey to the coast. The salty air, the endless blue, this was Pteranodon territory. The local rulers would quickly notice the colossal intruder. Its arrival was a threat, a challenge to their sovereignty. Pteranodons, fiercely territorial, would not ignore the invader. The air would become charged with hostility as they circled the giant. The smaller, more numerous pteranodons would defend their nesting sites and young. The stage was set for confrontation. The sky, once a place of grace, now bristled with tension. A battle of epic proportions was inevitable. To understand their conflict, we must see how different these two giants were. Pteranodon, the agile coast guard, had long, narrow wings for gliding and precision fishing. Quetzalcoatlus, the flying fortress, had a massive wingspan and robust wings to lift its immense weight. On land, Pteranodon was awkward. Quetzalcoatlus strode confidently, a predator on all fours. Pteranodon's beak was a delicate tool for snatching fish. Quetzalcoatlus was a reinforced lance for subduing prey. Their fighting styles reflected these differences. Pteranodon relied on speed, agility, and numbers, harassing and outmaneuvering. Quetzalcoatlus wielded size and raw power. A single strike could be deadly. It was speed versus strength, a swarm of hornets against a mighty bear. Each was perfectly adapted to its world, but in battle, their strengths would be put to the test. The outcome would hinge on tactics, not just size. The clash would be a spectacle of nature's extremes. As Quetzalcoatlus flies over the ocean, a storm brews. The wind howls, waves crash, Pteranodon's element, but a nightmare for the inland giant. The attack begins. A squadron of Pteranodons rises, using speed and agility to harass the intruder. They circle, darting in and out, their cries lost in the storm. The giant struggles, its slow wing beats no match for the chaotic winds. Pteranodons aim to distract and exhaust, using the storm as their ally. Quetzalcoatlus snaps its beak, but the attackers are too quick. The battle becomes a desperate ballet, lightning, thunder, and ancient titans clashing. One Pteranodon might risk a close pass, aiming to tear the giant's wing. A single tear could ground the invader. The giant twists, defending itself, but the odds are against it. The sky is a battlefield, the outcome uncertain. Survival hangs in the balance. This is a deadly struggle, not a display. For Pteranodons, a single mistake could mean death. A strike from the giant's beak would be fatal. Yet defending their home is worth the risk. Quetzalcoatlus, too, is vulnerable. Its massive wings are at the mercy of the storm. Forced into the sea, it would be doomed, its body too heavy, its wings waterlogged. The battle rages, a war of attrition. Pteranodons attack in waves, aiming for eyes and wings. The giant conserves energy, waiting for a chance to strike back. Eventually, one side must yield. Perhaps the giant retreats, battered and exhausted, or perhaps it falls to the relentless assault. The victors may suffer losses. The loser, if it survives, is scarred. In the Cretaceous, survival was never guaranteed. Every battle left its mark. The reign of the pterosaurs could not last forever. The end of the Cretaceous brought volcanic eruptions, shifting seas, and a changing climate. Food grew scarce, habitats vanished. Then a massive asteroid struck, plunging the world into darkness. Plants died, animals starved, and ecosystems collapsed. The great pterosaurs, specialized for a vanished world, could not survive. Pteranodon and Quetzalcoatlus vanished, along with the dinosaurs. Their reign of over 150 million years ended in a sudden, dramatic silence. The age of the great flying reptiles was over. The fall of the pterosaurs left the skies empty, but the dream of flight endured. Small feathered survivors, ancestors of modern birds, emerged from the shadows. As the world healed, these birds seized the open skies, evolving into countless forms. They became the new masters of the air. From hummingbirds to eagles, birds inherited the aerial crown. In every pelican's dive, we see echoes of Pteranodon. In every stork's stride, a glimpse of Quetzalcoatlus. The story of the great flying reptiles lives on, in fossils, in the air, and in every bird's flight. Their legacy endures, written in the sky above us. The prehistoric sky may be silent, but its echoes remain. Every bird's song is a tribute to those ancient pioneers. The dream of flight continues unbroken. The sky remembers.